When it comes to going to school, it's clear that parents are going to speak to their children at length about the matter. After all, there are so many different aspects to take into account, and I believe that each of them is going to have to be taken into account in order to keep matters more affordable. This to me is where business valuation and related practices will be able to come into effect. What are some of the specifics that can keep costs down, you may wonder? Authorities such as Marcus understand that costs should be taken note of when it comes to education in general. There is a tremendous amount of experience that comes with the services linked to business valuation as well, which cannot be written off. There are so many cases to take into consideration, and I believe that there is a financial load that children may not be able to take care of on their own. Perhaps parents can help, no matter if budgeting was taken into consideration or not. In fact, I feel as though creating a budget will be far the best. After all, costs have to be allocated to different utilities, whether you are talking about food, electricity, or what have you. These points should be looked into the long term, especially when it seems as though not all of them can be covered without a budget. I think that parents and children alike should be able to create their own lists and compare afterwards. This will lead to better understanding between the two parties. What about creating solutions for those situations in which both sides will be in opposition? For example, parents might have a safer budget set up, but perhaps the child will want more in the way of spending money. Instead of simply writing off the choice entirely, parents should consider job options that are closer to campus, since it seems as though those will be able to keep costs down in the long term. In addition, children should consider the idea of flexibility as far as work hours are concerned too. These points are just a few that parents and children will be able to cover. To me, there is a lot of stress that comes with finding the best school, and the ability to create budgets is something that oftentimes cannot be done by one party. I think that this is where communication has to be set in place and different questions and concerns brought to the forefront as well. If this is the case, I am sure that the finest solutions will be able to come about.